Hello guys, this is Steve and this is Angela Asgard's Assassination number 4. Hope you guys will like it as always. This is pretty cool and I am really enjoying this issue from first, and I really enjoy the character Angela, but sometimes these stories may go a little bit of downtown, but it can recover from that moment. So it was pretty cool to read this one. So here we go with this review. Hope you guys will enjoy this one. So we have Fine from henchmanforhire.com. This reviews. I don't think I'm going to stick with Angela for very much longer. It's a fine book, but I just haven't become very interested in it or its characters. This is the writer of this review from henchmanforhire.com is saying like this. So the comic keeps Angela herself at arm's reach, whereas I would like to get to know her, and the arrival of the comic book Guardians of the Galaxy is not helping. It's poker night aboard the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, and that comes with painfully unfunny humor, but maybe that's just me. Thor unleashes the Desire warriors on the ship and the good guys defeat them with ease. Angela cuts off the Desire leader's head, but not before the woman reveals that Angela totally kidnapped that baby. When the Guardians ask if that's true, Angela storms off. So Sarah goes to talk to her, and this issue's flashback reveals what happened when Sarah came back from the dead and how she answered all of Angela's questions to prove she was the real Sarah. Now Sarah suggests that Angela answer the Guardians' questions. Angela explains to the team that when Odin and Freyja conceived the baby, they did so outside of normal time and space, in a realm that was touched by this evil Surtur. Angela believes that the baby is also part Surtur, so she wants to take the child to heaven to kill it. So I'm gonna move some of the reviews from Comicosity.com. This review is given by J.A. Micheline, and the whole thing about this one, let's see what they're saying from this one. So I have doing some thinking recently about pacing in comics, how to balance quiet moments with loud ones while continuing to keep your audience entertained with the solid foundation Gillen and Bennett have built across the last 3 issues. I think we have more than earned a nice little poker scene. It's a fun way to introduce the characters and even to a degree show us who they are. Angela playing poker is absolutely adorable, and Drax's technique is exactly as you would expect. I am still not sure about the Desire and their appearance in this issue. I think they're an amazing part of Norse mythology and have been used to great effect in the past. So like the last issue, we get yet another sub-story delving into Sarah and Angela's past. This history is what pretty much made the last issue, but I was less vowed this go round. It further characterizes the closeness of the two characters, but doesn't push the question of Sarah's return any further than where we left it. I understood how much they meant for it or they meant to each other from the last issue. I wanted more from the scene this time and didn't quite get it. So overall, there's been quite a good writing. No sooner does she say that than the baby bursts into flames, revealing its curse spewing demon side. But then she immediately turns back into normal baby. The Guardian set course for the heaven. But here we see a different scenario. I still have no idea why the comic book Guardians feel so different from the movie Guardians. The movie was great and definitely the funniest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all because the snappy dialogue and characters interactions. But the comic book Guardians are painfully unfunny, and maybe that's just me, but I wince at stuff like this. So adding the Guardians of the Galaxy to this comic is a major turn off for me. I would probably be able to stand them if I were more invested into the main character, but I'm just not. Angela remains distant and closed off. She's a strong silent type, and while that's fine for the character, it's not the great in the protagonist. Anybody trying to interact with Angela like Sarah or Gamora carries the bulk of that interaction themselves. For example, Gamora commenting on how they used to go knife shopping together like BFFs just combines the two worst parts of this comic for me. Angela Asgard Assassin has the makings of a good book, but certain that style and writing choices keep it from truly embracing its main character and the sorts of adventures she could have. So speaking of Fajardo, I think he does a great job with using neon pastels to contribute a lot of things to the cosmic feel of both Asgard and outer space. There's always bright blue, purple, or pink to remind me that we are in space there, that there are computer scenes somewhere in the distance, that the wild beauty of Asgard goes wherever Asgardians go. So this one is pretty great. So the art is getting a little muddy too, in my opinion. The action is fine and there's more than enough intrigue going on, but I just don't care about it when I can't care about the characters. So have a great day, guys, and buy this book if you want to enjoy the story. This has been pretty much cool. Reviewers or the critics say it good, say it bad, but you do what you want. So have a great day. Don't forget to leave a like and buy this book. Go to the store and buy this Angela as God's Assassin #4 and support the creators. Adios.